Smartphones over the years have evolved a lot. We now have smartphones with bezel-less displays, water and dust resistance, face unlocking, dual and triple cameras, and a lot of other things we couldn't even have imagined a few years back. But even though smartphones have become feature-rich, not all of those features are useful. Heck, some of these features are even useless. Hey guys, I'm Akshay from Beebom.com, and today I'm going to talk about some of the most overrated features in smartphones these days. Yes, these are features I'm certain no one ever uses. I certainly don't. Before we get started, how about you hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we post new videos, which are not overrated by the way. Also, this video has been sponsored by AppMatch, an app recommendation service that recommends apps based on your likes and interests. Now then, let's get started. First off, wireless charging. You know, when I first heard about wireless charging coming to smartphones, I thought it would be some revolutionary technology that would actually be wireless. Instead, it turned out to be nothing more than a glorified charging port of sorts. Not only is wireless charging not really wireless, it's also usually very slow, and for the most part, you have to line up your device perfectly with the wireless charger for this to even work. Also, you can't really use your phone while it's charging wirelessly. Instead of being easy to use, wireless charging is basically a hassle. Let me get this clear, there's nothing super about super slow-mo videos. I mean, when smartphone companies show off phones with super slow-mo video capabilities, these are the videos they show. So then you go and buy that phone thinking you'll shoot some awesome slow-mo videos from it, and this is what you get. Super slow-mo videos are completely, utterly useless. They are insanely unreliable to shoot, they get a ton of noise unless you have the best lighting possible, which I'm sure you don't, and any lights other than LEDs flicker like crazy. Plus, you can only shoot 0.2 seconds of super slow-mo video. Do you understand how long or short 0.2 seconds is? It is insane. Another new innovation when it comes to smartphones is the front-facing flash, which by the way is not only overrated, but it's also terrible. I'm not sure how front-facing flash works on other smartphones, but I've used Xiaomi's Redmi 5, Redmi Note 5 Pro, even the Redmi Y1, and this is how the front-facing flash works on them. Yes, it is that bad. I mean, why would I use a torch to take a selfie? It just makes no sense and it will blind you. I'm not even kidding. Also, no one uses the flash even while using the rear camera in low light conditions, so why in the world would anyone use the front-facing flash to take selfies? And it's not even a flash, it's a torch. Yes, it is super overrated. Another thing I don't understand is going overkill on RAM. Yes, there are rumors that we'll see phones with 10 gigs of RAM this year. That is insane. I get it, numbers sell, but including 8 gigs or 10 gigs of RAM in a smartphone simply doesn't make sense. At least not right now. I know because I've been using a OnePlus 5 with 8GB RAM and there's no observable difference in speed between the 6GB variant and the 8GB variant. Heck, I've even used the Pixel 2 with just 4GB RAM and that thing is super smooth. Look, even heavy, graphically intensive and over-the-top awesome games like PUBG Mobile do not use up enough RAM for a phone to require anything more than 6GB of RAM right now. Look, I get it. Putting 8 or 10 gigs of RAM in a smartphone makes for great marketing material. But how about optimizing your software better, or including a better camera, or maybe increasing the battery? I'm pretty sure consumers would like that more. Voice assistants in phones are another thing that I think is overrated. First of all, most of us don't use voice assistants, and even if we do, it's mostly for pretty basic things like setting alarms or playing music or just having some fun. Plus, voice assistants are incredibly unreliable. Most of the time they simply don't understand what you're saying to them, and if you're using an iPhone, well, I'm sorry for you. Anyway, look at Bixby. It can do a lot of regular phone things that Google Assistant can't do. And Google Assistant can do a lot of things that Bixby doesn't do all that well. And then there's Siri, which looks like it can't do anything at all. In my opinion, voice assistants can only be useful when they can do almost anything you can do on a smartphone. Until then, they're just overrated. The notch really isn't a feature per se, but smartphone makers have been touting it so much, it's basically a feature now. I mean, look at the Zenfone 5, look at the Huawei P20 Pro, look at the Vivo V9. Heck, even the OnePlus 6 is about to come out with the notch. And these phones don't need the notch at all. It doesn't bring any new Face ID like features, it doesn't remove the chin from the phone. All it does is make the phones look more like the iPhone X, and it's just disappointing to see this happen. Yet for some reason, smartphone makers are boasting about the notch as if it's some grand breakthrough, when it's nothing more than a glorified cutout. In other words, not so good. Don't get me wrong, custom skins bring a lot of features that are actually useful, but they do slow down the performance. So when companies like Xiaomi and Samsung talk about the next big feature in their custom UI, all I can think of is that it's another way to slow down my phone. And most of these features can be incorporated in stock Android through apps. So it's not like these features are something exclusive to these skins. Also, rather than going ahead and completely changing the Android look and feel, how about companies went the OnePlus way, where you take stock Android, add a couple of features that people actually use, and that too without adding a ton of bloat, just slowing down the phone. That makes sense, right? What's not overrated is AppMatch. AppMatch is a service that suggests apps that are custom fit to your interests. They have a variety of quizzes that you can take and get recommendations accordingly. Let's try out this cryptocurrency quiz. I can answer these questions, and at the end the website suggests the best coin according to my preferences. Here's what my coin says. Instant transactions, fees under a penny. The first thriving, decentralized, autonomous governance structure in the world. We consider Dash to be the most promising project in crypto. Plus, there are a bunch of recommended apps related to cryptocurrency as well. I can swipe left and right depending on whether or not I like them. The service is completely free and you should try it out if you ever need recommendations about apps you will like. Well, those were our picks for some of the most overrated features in smartphones, even in overrated smartphones that cost $1,000. But which features do you think are the most overrated? Do let me know in the comment section below. Also, give this video a like if you liked it, and definitely check out our Instagram page if you want to see behind the scenes footage from this video and other YouTube videos that we posted. I'll leave a link to our Instagram page in the description down below. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.